Ernesto, welcome. Ernesto, how is the increasing use of GenAI generated chatbots and search engines affecting consumer behavior?
It's affecting it in a dramatic way. The example I like to use is how now consumers are going on the chatbots and they're getting the answer to the question there, and they don't need to leave that environment to do what they need to do. Whether that's more information, they can ask another question, or whether that's making a purchase. Right in future, they will be able to do all of that on the chatbot. So one of the implications of that is going to be for publishers, if these consumers are not going on their website, how they're going to serve ads. So that's going to dramatically change the advertising world.
Let's explore that a little bit more, the impact that all this will have on brands, particularly in the advertising space.
So not all brands will be impacted in the same way. We expect that the brands that rely the most on search for their performance marketing will be impacted the most. And not in the same way, of course. It depends on what type of search the consumers are doing. So we just published a report where we talk about the journey of a consumer, the different phases, and we think that the brands that rely the most on what we call mid-funnel search need to change how they allocate their advertising dollars to shift them more and more towards chatbots and new advertising models.
What other ways can brands prepare for the shift that's coming down the line?
It's early days, so I cannot tell you that there is a one silver bullet to address this shift. There are a few things that can be tried. One is understand how the LLMs are digesting information so that your products and services are available to the LLMs and they're served in the right way to the consumers when they're doing their searches. The second way is also to do partnerships with these LLMs so that you can make some of your content available in an easy way to the LLMs, but maybe not everything. So one of the things we learned is that LLMs need a lot of data, like text, but also pictures. And we are working with a company that is providing the text, but keeping the pictures so that the consumers are still going on the website to see the product. So figuring out ways to collaborate so that you're giving something, but not everything. Then obviously, as these new advertising formats are available, and obviously there are some chatbots that are trying advertising, learn, test, see what works, see what doesn't work. And then specifically for some brands where the product line is complex, so there is a lot of products, I think experimenting with a proprietary LLM that is engaging with consumers and explaining to them the products and giving them a better experience, that could be something also to try.
Ernesto, a pleasure as always. Thank you.
Thank you.